Oh, you're welcome.
Warning.
I
You
specifically
are
didn't
welcome.
say anything because I knew if I said anything, it was going to jinx it.
You're screwed up because the timer reset. Did you get these quests? Okay.
Yeah, I got the quest.
I wasn't sure if I could come close enough because, you know, I had the whole problem where I pulled things in at Magister's Terrace because I got too close.
Yeah, Websy, I'm with you, man. Websy said, mainly I'm worried about grinding weapon levels and low PvP levels in Legion. And yes, I've loved having retardedly hard rotation. It's fair on almost every spec, feels sort of bland to play a single tune. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I fear that that is going to introduce the problem that Diablo 3 has with seasons regarding the people that can either bot or play 24/7, where they just run away with those levels. And I don't think we're necessarily going to have that problem right off the bat because they are capping it. But that worries that it's going to feel like that to me, where somebody coming in 6 months into the expansion is going to be nowhere able to keep up or to catch up. And they're going to have some kind of catch-up mechanism, or else people are going to struggle with content.
Blizzard. Well, I don't think Blizzard's going to let that happen with the way that all these prior expansions are going. They love their catch-up mechanics these days, and that's why it's like, if you're going to be an early adopter and you're going to jump right on the bandwagon, then you're going to have to do a lot of grinding, probably. And if you show up later, you're not going to have to do nearly as much grinding. So that's how I don't think anything's going to change in the flow, as much as I would kind of prefer it to change.
Yeah, I think they've learned their lesson from Diablo, and Diablo is definitely a different kind of meta game where that grinding is part of the expected playstyle, whereas with WoW they know that they're going to have these catch-up mechanisms, whether they're the shipyards or the garrisons or what have you, where you're just just being handed gear. Because I remember in Wrath and BC trying to find people to raid, and it was impossible because there wasn't really this catch-up mechanism. You were either in shit gear or top-tier gear, and it was because you had been playing or you had sunk in all that time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if there's no way to gear an alt or to help friends gear up, then there's a problem. That's why I love the time walking stuff, because I can gear up all my alts. I have like 5 characters that I do time walking stuff on, and it's great because I can, get gear that I wouldn't otherwise have access to through the badges or the drops.
You mean the baleful stuff now?
No, the time walking stuff. So like the time walking dungeons.
Oh, yeah.
The badge stuff has been upgraded for top level.
Yeah, sorry. When you said time walking, for some reason I thought Timeless Isle, and I was like, that's different expansion.
Right. Well, the baleful stuff is still good. It's I think baleful is a different problem because you still have this very randomized drop rate, but it's still good because it's like you're feeding all of your potential alts this gear. That's definitely helpful. I guess we want to go right first. Do we want to clear that, or do we go right first? Let's just.
We can go right first because then when we clear the boss, we drop down.
That's right. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have half the gear on my alts that I have now without the garrison stuff and the baleful stuff. So, I mean, I'm not complaining at all. It's a great feeling to be able to know that like all of my I have 100 at least of every class, and I can go play any of those characters and have relevant content to this patch to go do. That's cool. That's definitely a benefit. As much as I want another champion of the Naru and that whatever the other raid attunement title was, as much as I want that again, I get why they're not doing attunements anymore. I get that.
I mean, if they, with all the catch-up mechanics, you would think that they might want to do the attunements for people in the beginning to gate them and then later remove it. Like later they removed the key to Karazhan. So.
I think the anger of that attunement removal versus just straight up hard gating teams is why they don't do that. Because if you're going to spend 6 weeks getting attuned to an instance before you can get into it, and then the next patch they remove that, I think that is a harder sell to people wasting their time in attunements versus 6 weeks of gating versus 6 weeks of running quests and collecting whatever for attunement, in my opinion.
Well, I will agree that 6 weeks is a long time to get an attunement, but they could probably kind of chill out on it a little bit, perhaps.
Well, Sunwell was gated to 6 to 8 weeks, wasn't it?
I don't know. That was near the end of my playtime.
I want to say it was maybe it was more like 2 to 4 weeks, but I know Sunwell was gated. And Hand of Adal was the title.
Oh well, Sunwell was based on Isle of Quel'Danas, right?
Right, which was itself a giant gating mechanic, which was still pretty cool.
Right,
that
like
was
Throne
the
of
closest
Thunder.
they've been to recreate AQ gates. Yeah, Zilia. I don't remember how many weeks it was, but it didn't. As somebody who wasn't raiding Sunwell, it didn't feel like it was unreasonable. And I was on a shitty realm back then. I was on Mataran, and that was a low population raid. The top end raid guilds were still like months behind other servers, so we unlocked Sunwell relatively in pace or on pace with the rest of the community. I unfortunately was in a guild in BC that couldn't make the 10-man Karazhan to 25-man TK jump.
Hey, so was I.
I think that was a lot of guilds had that struggle, and I mean that was just a thing guilds had to deal with. And if you weren't big enough to easily make that transition, you suffered. Maiden, right is Maiden. I'm going to line of sight these because this pull sucks.
Oh.
Or you could cheat.
Oh no, I'm attacking. No, I have to line of sight them.
Okay. Go grab the other pack then. Just line of sight them.
It would help if I wasn't line of sighting myself and could see them.
What's the sad face for, Zelia?
He sees your DPS meters.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't know why. You're great. Now everybody sees the meters. Oh no, your chat is blocked. Okay.
Well, I mean, they see the window, the recount window. It's over there on the right.
Oh, it is over there on the right. Well, it's color coded, but it's like it's totally.
Just pointing out the fact that you were the one that mentioned DPS meters when I was on top.
Well, I mean, you said wanted to know why he was giving a sad face.
Yeah, the sad face was the jump from 10 to 25 man. Yeah. I was in a guild called Renovatus, and it was my first raiding guild, first time ever, first experience, yeah. And we couldn't make it, and the guild fell apart because of it. That and other things, but, you know. Had a baby, wow. Get off my lawn.
Jesus.
I would hate to be a Kata baby because I would hate to know that I missed the best expansion in the entire game.
That you'll never get back.
And that, of course, was Wrath.
I hope you all rot. What? This.
Make sure you loot the boss.
incoming. Oh, but
So
I can Frost Nova him.
You can Frost Nova him, but I can't stun him. What the hell? I was a hunter and a warlock in vanilla, and then I was a warlock most of BC until, well, I guess not really most of BC, until Tempest Keep. I became a druid, and I was a bear, so I had a big chip on my shoulder, and paladins sucked because paladins could tank everything, bears couldn't. And then I played a bear until most of Wrath, and then at the end of Wrath I switched to a priest, and then played Disc. That was also when I got somewhat serious about PvP. And when I say somewhat serious, I was capping every week and I sucked and I was terrible.
I hope this is a... Oh, no, it's not.
I can feel it from here. I can feel it.
Apparently we all have to get it. Okay,
Wherever they are.
You got the quest on everybody?
I do.
Time to get some answers. Let's get this
YOLO. Maximum effort. Have you seen Deadpool yet?
I have not.
You need to, you know, I mean, almost stop right now and go watch it, but let's not. Deadpool is that good, though. It is really, really good.
So I've heard. Do I need to know anything about Deadpool beyond Ryan Reynolds just being a badass, or?
No,
getting this
if
guy,
you
go
like,
ahead.
I didn't know. My comic book history did not include Deadpool, so I didn't really know a lot going into it. But no, you know, there's lots of side jokes about other X-Men, mainly about Wolverine. But yeah, no, you'll be fine not knowing anything about Deadpool going into the movie.
Okay.
The wife didn't know anything about him, like literally nothing about him other than he was a comic book character, and she loved the movie too.
That's because he's played by Ryan Reynolds.
Well, it was Ryan Reynolds, and she just walked by my office and said Deadpool was awesome, so...
That's okay. It's Ryan Reynolds. It's fine. I'm not judging.
Crit chickens, oh my god. In BC, the second guild I really raided with was on Mataran, and the guild leader was a boomkin, and owned the shit out of it, and, you know, even when boomkins were bad, he was still, like, the best boomkin I ever saw, and he was, yeah... He could do things with that class that I never understood and never could see other people do. Hey, Pink Skull, what's going on?
I can't stop yawning.
Man, this...
Is it contagious over the internet?
No, not well.
Oh,
I mean,
bet
it
you were
may
yawning
be.
too.
It hasn't hit me yet, but no.
Well,
I was just more lamenting that this takes for freaking ever to do.
It does take forever, and it's. I hope we just get it the one time. I just want to do it one time because of the quests.
Yeah, well, we could probably skip it. I mean, we probably have some decent options. Let's see. What do we have?
Well, I just leveled, so hopefully you'll get 78 by the end of this as well.
So, Gundrak, Violet Hold, DTK, Old Kingdom. We haven't done Old Kingdom yet, have we? Or have? No, we have.
Ankahet? Yeah, we've done Ankahet.
So yeah, so after we is Halls of Lightning's yellow to you yet? It's still orange to me.
Trying to DPS here, son.
Wubsy said by the
I
time
don't-
you finish this boss, we'll all be yawning. True story. So Pinnacle, Oculus,
Pinnacle.
and Halls of Lightning. So that's what we're looking forward to. Hey, for the Horde, how's it going?
Everybody's here. It's like a multi-boxing party.
It's always a party when we stream, man.
Except I'm sober today.
Nothing wrong with that. I did have a caramel frappuccino this morning.
Hey, so did I.
Did you? I almost texted you a picture, but I didn't want to be like. I figured I would text you a picture and you'd be like, "Oh, I can't get one" or whatever, and then it would like make you sad. So I didn't.
Can't get one. Where would I be? Like Malaysia or something? Of course,
I don't
should
know.
get one.
All right, that's it. Next time I get one, I'm going to send you a picture. It's like Untapped, but for Starbucks.
Nobody's gonna be sanitized as long as I have a say.
Watch out for the laser.
I was just gonna say that.
What, Untapped for Starbucks or watch out for the laser?
No, watch out for the laser. Doesn't help that I'm all standing right behind you and stuff.
Or that I was just standing in the laser myself. It's okay, I have Healing Rain and I'm halfway decent at casting it. Oh, somebody leveled.
Oh, one of my mages is way behind. Oh, that sucks. Oh, no, they're going to be even further behind if I keep standing in these lasers.
Oh, maybe it was the one that got DC'd? Or that crashed?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Did you see that pro level taunt there?
No. Taunt is pretty invisible to me. What I saw was me hitting with a arcane blast, though. I mean, arcane barrage.
So that, my healer just tanked that laser and the laser did no damage at all. Oh, it's doing like 15 damage. That's ridiculous. When did they nerf the laser?
Really?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like 15, 17, 18, I mean, it's like each second it's doing damage, so... But yeah, it's like a wet noodle.
Wow.
Right? I mean, you're sitting in it and it's like nothing.
That's ridiculous.
Right? Maybe I'm just jaded because all I remember is running heroics.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that heroics are still tuned nice and high and out of control, maybe.
Pink Skull, those on the top of my shelf in the background there, those are PHP elephants, the PHP mascot. I have several of the different styles. Oh, did you talk to Holmes back there? If you didn't...
Was I supposed to?
Shit, yeah, I'm going back because I'm back here.
Are you kidding me?
No, you gotta talk to him to set the next thing in motion
yeah.
because he opens the doors, right?
I did talk to him. Yeah, I thought you meant the turn-in. I was like, the turn-in shouldn't be till the
Oh,
very
okay.
end.
No, as long as you told Braun or what's his nuts to go open the doors for us, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I see him. He's over here. This is what I do. This is why you bring me along.
This is what they are, Websy. They're little elephant plushies. They have like PHP 7 or PHP...
While you're busy showing off your stuffed animal collection, I'll be over here DPSing this last group.
That's fine. QQ. No, it's PHP, the programming language. So like this one is a teal elephant, and it's got it's got Zend on the back, and on the other side it has PHP 7.
Loads of forgotten knowledge are within our grasp. Don't do anything I would.
Hope you're ready.
All ground's got your back. Keep that memory busy and I'll see if I can. You cannot escape the curse of flesh.
Son, put your stuffed animal down. Mages need some help.
What's the matter? Are you worried? I was healing you. I got your back.
I know that this guy just gets kind of tough right around.
MiRai had his worried face on. That's what that was. MiRai was straight up panicking.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's okay. Everybody panics. No big deal.
Inquiring minds, just got. Keep your eyes on the horizon.
I would have blew my rape whistle into the microphone. I just figured it was a little loud.
We might have